Hello everyone, welcome to my Emmerdale channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Emmerdale had seen storms before. Dark skies, rattling windows, secrets swept up like leaves. But nothing prepared the village for the discovery that would shake it to its core. It began at dawn, when the mist still clung to the hills like a blanket afraid to let go. Lydia Dingle, out walking to clear her restless thoughts, spotted something unusual near the edge of the woods. An old leather satchel, half buried in mud, its strap torn, as if it had been dragged. She frowned, her breath catching. The area was familiar, too familiar. "This is where Bear comes for his morning walks," she whispered to herself. Curiosity tugged her closer, and when she finally knelt and opened the satchel, a sob of fear escaped her lips. Inside lay photographs, old, faded, but unmistakably linked to Bear Wolf, Patty's father. But that wasn't the part that made Lydia stagger back. The photo showed Bear with a child, a little boy with Bear's eyes and the same stubborn jaw. A child no one in Emmerdale knew existed. Lydia raced back to the village, the satchel clutched tightly to her chest. By the time she burst into the wool pack, breathless and pale, the morning's quiet hum fell into shock. "Something's happened," she choked out. "It's about Bear." Patty was first to reach her. "Lydia? What is it? Is Dad all right?" I don't know," she stammered, "but I found these." The villagers gathered as she placed the photos on the table. The room fell into stunned silence. Chaz covered her mouth. Marlin blinked, as though trying to wipe away a hallucination. Patty stared, his world tilting. Who was that kid?" No answer came, only fear. Before anyone could speculate further, the pub door swung open, and in walked Bear Wolf himself, muddy boots and all, looking more shaken than anyone had ever seen him. His gaze landed on the photos. The color drained from his face. "Where did you get those?" His voice trembled, barely above a whisper. Lydia explained, and Bear sank into a chair as though the weight of the past was finally too heavy to carry. "I never wanted this to surface," he murmured, eyes glistening. "Not like this." Patty stepped forward. "Dad, is that child yours?" Bear closed his eyes, a single tear rolling down. "Yes. His name was Jamie, my son. Before your mother. Before any of this." A gasp rippled through the room. Patty felt punched. "Why didn't you ever tell me I had a brother?" Bear swallowed hard. "Because I lost him. And losing him nearly destroyed me." The room stilled. "He went missing when he was 8, Bear continued, his voice cracking. "We searched for months, years. Then one day, his thing showed up near the riverbank. They said he must have..." He couldn't finish. Lydia's satchel discovery suddenly felt unbearably heavy. Chaz whispered, "But why would those photos reappear now?" Bear shook his head, fear flickering in his eyes. "Because someone must have taken them. Someone who knew Jamie. Someone who wants me to remember what I tried to bury." Suddenly, the story wasn't just about grief. It was about a message. A warning. The villagers exchanged worried glances. Patty placed a trembling hand on Bear's shoulder. "We'll get to the bottom of this. Together." But Bear stared towards the dark woods outside the pub window, his face pale, haunted. "Some things," he whispered, "should have stayed buried." And in that moment, Emmerdale understood. The past hadn't returned by accident. It had been unleashed. and whatever was coming next was going to tear open wounds none of them were ready to face.